Today is day 2 of bootcamp series. I will modify the panel here today, and I want to show you the panel on my daily driver, which is here. So I've shortened it a bit on the sides, and I moved the clock, as you can see, to this side, and I'll set it up so the programs you can see at a quick glance programs that are running, and also I work with the 6 different workspaces. So I find that very convenient, and I only have a Wi-Fi or Ethernet connection icon here and volume control icon here. I took a photo of a panel preferences of my own preference here. So I will just go ahead and open up the panel preferences here. Just right click and then panel and panel preferences. So now this is what's going on here now, items. So here, so you can see that what we want to do is move the clock, for example, to up here, so near up here. So what we'll do is we'll just grab a clock, left click, and then go to the up arrow, and then we're near and next, and it's so now the clock has been moved. Now the other thing that I'll want to do is web browser and file manager and so on. I'm a keyboard driven a person, so I don't need to drag it all the way up here to start web browser, for example. So what I want to do is just go ahead and click on the web browser and remove. Similarly, file manager I want to remove, and then terminal emulator I'll remove. So now it's getting pretty quickly similar. Window buttons, so keyboard layouts I don't need, I'll remove. Tray plugin, I want to because I think that's the internet connection, so we'll also and then we'll remove the power manager, and then show desktop, and then you can see that what we need to do is we need a workspace switcher. It needs to be added. So we'll go to add and the workspace switcher. Here it is. We'll go ahead and add, and we'll close, and then we'll move this up a little bit next to the window buttons. So window buttons, their separator, we'll ignore the separators for now. Okay, so we made a significant progress. So we'll just go ahead and close this for now. But what we need to do is we want to shorten this a little bit on the side. So we'll go to panel, panel again, preferences, horizontal, we want to unlock it, and then display, and then row size, and then length. What we want to do is just go ahead and click on the little tiny button, and then left arrow. You can see that it's getting smaller on this side. So we'll make it a little bit more, and then we'll try to just grab the handlebar and try to roughly. It's pretty good in that it knows just about where we want to put it. So we'll just go a little bit smaller even. So I think automatically increase that. So, and I think that's pretty good. So go to the items, and then we have window buttons here. So, I want window pro apps running over here, and then workspaces here both near the center. So what we can do is just go to the separator from whisker menu, which is here. After the clock, we want to put in an extra space. So separator here, go to the tool icon, and then expand. So now we can see the apps that's running at this point. Okay. Similarly, we want to go to workspace switcher, and then we want the separator here again to expand. So we'll transparent expand, and then so now we made good progress. Now there's only one workspace, so what we need to do is increase the workspace switcher. So let's go to the switcher again, and then we want to increase this to 6, but we want to increase to 2 number of rows, because then I want 3 and 3. So, and then let's see, miniature view is fine. Workspace settings, we'll go to workspace settings, and then we want to increase that to 6. That's for my preference. So there's 6 workspaces here, but I want that 3 and 3. So there's 3 here and 3 here. So that's exactly what I want. Okay. And I can see that I don't need this much space after the volume. So we'll go to after audio plugin. We can just simply remove and remove one more, and then so we're getting very close to what I prefer. And then next we'll go to the clock. So here we'll go to clock, and then time zone. So for me, it's America and Los Angeles. So here's a time zone. Show week numbers, don't need. And appearance. So time, and so right now it's showing the wrong time. It's actually 10:07 in the morning. So now to further customize the time here and the date, I'll go ahead and go here and right click, and then go to properties, and then we've changed it to Los Angeles already, and we'll go to the date, and this is not to my liking. So what we'll do is let's go to custom format, and then so we certainly don't need the year, so we'll just go back and erase that. And so Thursday, August 6th is much better. And then perhaps this is little dash is better. And then we'll go to the format again on the time, and we go to custom, and then so the time is all to my liking and so on, but I don't want 0 to be showing up. So I think that what you just need is add a dash here, and then 0 goes away. So this is exactly what I prefer. And one last thing is that it's showing wrong time, and let's see if it has automatic sync to the time server already activated or not. So what we'll do is we'll go to right click, open terminal, and then we'll go to timectl here, and then click middle mouse click, and then add status. And then you can see that this is not connected to the time sync, so it's inactive. What we need to do is activate it. So we'll just go ahead and add this here, and that's middle mouse click again, and then activate it. And then it changes after a few seconds. It changes to the correct time, which is so now we want this to be done on every boot. So the same, we want to add the same phrase. We're going to copy, and then we're going to put that into setup here, settings manager, and go to sessions and startup, and then application auto start. And we want to add here, we want this to start on each boot. So we'll say time sync, and the command is sudo timedatectl net ntp true, and log in, OK, close. And now on every boot, each boot is gonna synchronize the time. So